Gaming Bolt presents 15 video game sidekicks who deserve their own game.
We have to cover quite a number of points, so in the interest of time, let us jump right into it.
James VEGA, Mass Effect 3. Those of you who have played Mass Effect 3 would remember the new addition to the series, James VEGA. Now, although James VEGA was a new pup to the series, I felt like the man had a lot of potential to have his own spin-off series, and wanted to see his character develop more. There is so much room for this character to develop and really wow audiences. I feel we haven't seen the last of James VEGA, or at least I hope we haven't. NIGHTWING, ARKHAM series. Although there was some NIGHTWING DLC in the Arkham City game, it would be really fantastic to see a spin-off game. It would allow Rocksteady to fall back on an established universe and franchise while still delivering something substantially new and different, what with NIGHTWING's story, mechanics and demeanor all differing from Batman's in multiple ways. Bastila Shan, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I'm sure many of you remember Bastila Shan and what an amazing character she was. Of course, after the events of Knights of the Old Republic, Bastila just vanished, possibly to look for Revan, her partner. It would be quite awesome to see a game where Bastila is in search of Revan and aid Revan in his quest to find the true Sith. Sadly, with Disney having rebooted the Star Wars canon, it's also now increasingly unlikely. Oh well. Frog from Chrono Trigger. Frog really proved himself to be a capable warrior and a true friend, and that's what makes him a perfect candidate for his own game. Frog learns to use water magic. He is also able to summon forth a powerful giant frog, to trample his enemies. Frog's ability to deal out large amounts of physical damage, heal and inflict magic damage make him one of the most useful characters in the game, and also ensures that a game starring him wouldn't be laughably difficult to play. JEANNE, Bayonetta. Although she may look helpless, JEANNE is definitely not your typical damsel in distress. It is revealed early on that JEANNE was the heiress to the Umbran throne 500 years ago, and her rivalry with Bayonetta has apparently existed for as long. Like Bayonetta, JEANNE is quite proficient with any weapon once it is in her possession, and has a very talented skill in the bullet arts. Playing with Bayonetta is fun and all, but why pick one when you can have both? If not flat out letting us play as her in a game dedicated to her, at least let us pick and choose what character to play any given level, as in the next Bayonetta. I'd almost always go with JEANNE, that's for sure. Clay Carmine, Gears of War. Remember Clay Carmine? He's the guy with the obscene amounts of armor on him. The reason why a game with Clayton would be so awesome is because it is emotional and the man has a lot to offer, meaning we'd actually get an empathetic story in the Gears of War universe for once. The war with the Locust was extremely personal for Clay because of the losses his family has suffered. He bears a deep grudge with every Locust, lambent or not. Clay continued fighting in the last days of the Locust War and the lambent pandemic alongside Delta One. Seeing his side of the tale would make for some very interesting moments, that's for sure. FALCO Lombardi, Star Fox. Lore dictates that there is hardly any material to support Falco in his own game, but that's what makes it even more awesome. It would be a great start for character development. It would be so awesome to see Falco only focused on his flying while leading a whole new generation of pilots. Plus, that'd mean we get more of his cutting, dry humor and his no-nonsense style, which is always a good thing. ALYX VANCE, Half-Life. Have any of you seen ALYX VANCE in action? She is super awesome in almost every way. She has character, charisma, and she is funny. It wouldn't be that hard to create a game on ALYX VANCE, because she is a likable character and Half-Life fans will be able to connect with her instantly. And not only that, imagine being able to call on Dog to help you. Zelda, The Legend of Zelda. This would end the confusion once and for all, as for once we would be playing as Zelda herself. No more confusing Link and Zelda by the laypersons. But seriously, Zelda is a wise and powerful princess. She is heir to the royal throne, holds the Triforce of Wisdom, is a descendant of Hylia, has had access to various magical forms, and across her multiple incarnations, she has been a ninja, a pirate, and even a ghost. A game that somehow managed to bring all of these abilities together and let us play as her? Yes, please. Sully, Uncharted. This one sells itself. Drake may be a wisecracking smartass, but the OG is Sully, the mentor who taught Drake everything. We've already seen some of what the younger Sully was like thanks to Uncharted 3, but wouldn't it be something else to play an Uncharted game spin-off as Sully? Maybe see how he developed into the sympathetic character that he is today. Hell, they could make it cyclical and stuff, and show us how Drake is ultimately Sully all over again, by having Sully's tale unfold the same way. Wheatley, Portal 2. While Wheatley was a bumbling jackass and a traitor, he was also at the same time lovable and helpful. Now, while many of you may disagree on this, I feel that Wheatley has to be given a second chance to come back to Earth and make things right with Shell. The game wouldn't be too long, and it will revolve around Wheatley finding his way back to Earth just in time for the finale. Hey, if GLaDOS can get a second chance, why can't Wheatley? Tifa, Final Fantasy VII. Tifa is one of Final Fantasy's most memorable characters, and almost everyone who has played the game has at one point in time wished they had a date with her. Now granted that the woman has her issues, but she is a strong-willed, accomplished martial artist, and it would be quite interesting to see her character developed even more. If Chocobos can get like a bazillion spin-offs to their name, can't she get at least one? TRISS Merigold, Witcher series. There is no doubt that TRISS Merigold can take care of herself. She's beautiful, agile, smart, and can really kick some ass. She is a skilled healer, and carries with her many magical potions, but she never uses them on herself because she is allergic to magic, which is a bit of an issue since she's a sorceress. She is also quite a powerful mage, certainly when it matters, and in some situations, enemies find out the hard way. We've already had some idea of what a magic-centric character would play like, thanks to the Ciri sections in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Seeing Triss get her own game, and seeing how she survived the persecution of the mages, would make for a politically charged tale, of the kind that CG Projekt Red is known to deliver. Garrus Vakarian, Mass Effect. Mass Effect has had a variety of characters that really deserve their own game, and Garrus Vakarian is one of them. He is in fact right at the top of the list. Garrus is a loyal friend to Shepard and a deadly sniper. He's also highly compelling, and comes with a package of baggage weighing him down, meaning any game with him would not just play well, but also serve as a revelation for the Mass Effect universe. SHAUNDI, Saints Row. While Gat Out of Hell was a mediocre game, I'm not sure I would have chosen Johnny Gat as the focal point myself, because SHAUNDI is an equally awesome character, possibly even more awesome than Gat. SHAUNDI has a lot of history and is a badass herself, and given what we've seen her accomplish, a video game based on her would be super awesome. I myself would be the first in line the day they announce a SHAUNDI game.
We hope you've enjoyed this video, so please consider subscribing to our channel. We do original content, reviews, graphics comparison, and much more, and try to upload a video every day. Thank you very much for checking us out.